Okay. August 19th, 2021. I'm choked. Okay, we all know I got new neighbors, right? Neighbors that came in from Syria. Mother, father, 5 kids. Brother is already here, and they have a whole bunch of friends that are already here. But the family themselves cannot speak English. Okay. So they move in. I mean, obviously Andre's real happy, right? Finally he has somebody to play with in this neighborhood. Those French people thought they were so good that they hardly ever let Andre play with their kids, right? As the dad was spying on us. Okay. Go back into my videos on that one. Creeped out Shimei. He kept looking into Shimei's room when Shimei had her room before she went downstairs after they took Andre. So anyway. Okay. These ones over there, they're from some other country. I don't know where they're from. But the best that their kids can do is look over the fence. Hi, Andre. They never ever get to play with Andre either. And there's a whole bunch of them. We hear them all the time in the back. But they built themselves a 12-foot fence. So all you do is hear them. Right? Once in a blue moon, they might be in the alley. But, right? Anyway. Okay, we know I need help, people. Okay? I'm so tired. Right? And it's been a pretty rough. How many years now since Shimei's been gone? Okay. So.
That smells good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? This is the second batch of blackberries that Andre and I found on the way home. And I'm going to do blackberry apple tonight. It's 10 minutes after 8. So. My goal is to use up the blackberry with half a pot of apple, right?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go around with like...
Amari likes it. I'll probably be up till 2 o'clock in the morning or so, but whatever. And then tomorrow I get up in the morning and I'm going to start with apples and get caught up with apples. And then what's going to happen is on Saturday, I was going to buy frozen fish because my fish guy sent me a message on Facebook saying, oh, I got this, and I'm like, okay. But then I started pricing out fish. Just to see, right, in terms of comparison. And, you know, I'm thinking to buy halibut, tuna, and Pacific cod. I don't really need the Pacific cod, but I'm going to can this time, right? So I'm, Googling how do you can halibut and what's the best method and, what's the best tuna to, blah. And, okay, so I've decided... I went out today and I went out and bought some jars because I've decided I'm going to definitely can some fish. But the problem with the guy that is on Facebook, it's all frozen. He goes out and catches it, right? And you'd have to unthaw it and then can it. Honestly, if I'm going to can like $200 for 10 pounds of fish, when it comes to halibut, if I'm going to pay $200 for 10 pounds of fish at $20 a pound, I'd rather pay that $20 a pound or $22 a pound and have fresh fish and can it fresh. So I went off and I needed jars anyway because, this is what I've been doing for the last couple of days. I'm trying to decide what to do with this fish if I even want to do it. And I'm like, yeah, but you could have fish chowder. That would be good. You got your powdered milk. Right, that food prepper powder milk, right? There's another means that you can use it, right? You can make yourself a fish chowder, right? With some nice carrots in there and some nice potatoes and nice, chunks of, it wouldn't be big chunks, but, it'd be 1 can, right? 250 mils of halibut, right? I'd do that for sure, right? It'd probably be good. I don't eat fish chowder, but I'm trying to get in that mode because, you know, that would be good for Amari. Right? And it's got those fatty acids. So anyway, okay, so whatever. I go off to go buy jars. Bought a few other things. Right? And then I went to the, you know, meat section and I spoke to one of the butchers there. And apparently they're getting fresh halibut in on Saturday. So I'm going to phone them up on Saturday and see if I can get an order for Sunday. Right? 10 pounds of halibut. And then pick them up and I guess come home and make plans to can them up right away. And you have to, you know, they don't have to, but they say put a little bit of olive oil in it. So I bought some olive oil, fresh olive oil, right? So, and then after that, then I'll decide, after I talk to that butcher, you know, what other fish they get. They do get Pacific cod, probably fresh too. And I mean, if you're going to can, the fresher the better, right? Versus frozen then can, right? I think I would prefer to try that. So I'm working on that just because I'm just trying to top off my food storage, people, right? I'm diversifying it just a little bit. I've got canned fish. I've got old canned fish and new canned fish. I've got my own canned fish, but that's salmon. I don't have any white fish canned, although I do have frozen fish in vacuum seal bags. Plus I got black cod. Right? And I don't need to buy black cod because I still have it from last year when he sold it to me. Right? So I figure, well, I'll just, you know, spice it up a little bit, right? This one, another means to be able to use that powdered milk. Right? Because that's what's on my mind, okay? And, you know, it's probably something that Amari will eat because he'll eat oysters. He likes sardines with mayonnaise. He'll eat liver, chicken, beef, right? You know, he's not picky that way. Like, he likes it, right? So, I'm pretty sure if I make nice creamy soup with halibut, he'd probably like that too, right? So anyway, because I'm trying to plan meals, right? So, okay, right? And you know I gotta still do this grain and shit, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm having a nervous breakdown, people. You know, I went to the grocery store. All the chickpeas in the can were gone. There were certain parts within the shelves where there was just nothing. So, now mind you, it's a smaller store, but still, it's a fairly large grocery store that, you know, technically should have its shelves full, and they're not full. So, you know, and just with what's going on with the weather, right, and with crops failing, you know, I felt the need to, I'm not, you know, I did buy individual 1 key oats from 2 different companies. I did the Quaker oat, and there's another one there that cost a little more. It was organic in 4 bags. I think they're at 2 key a bag. And then, of course, I bought my 22-pound bags, right? Of whatever I got to put in jars and vacuum seal and take downstairs. But once it's all done, people, like, you know, I'm not going to be worrying and sweating too much after that. What I'll be sweating and worrying about is those meals that I'm planning in my head, right? Because I've got the what is it called? Potato, right? You know, I can do canned potato with creamy soup with a jar of halibut in there with some fresh carrot. Oh, that would be so good. Right? Oh, okay. You know. And just whatever I'm doing, you know. And okay, get to the point. The point is, they've got a 15 and a 17-year-old young men that just came to Canada that don't have money, okay? They're dependent on their parents to give them spending money. They're young teenagers. They, you know, they need jobs, okay? Right? And I just so happen I need help. So I offered to pay $10 an hour because there's 2 of them that can work together, no problem. Right? Okay, you know? And so, you know, for $100 I get 5 hours with 2 young men just doing simple, easy shit. It's called learning life skills. Right? Okay. At first, right? Everybody, because I don't know. I'm wondering if they, because they came from a war, supposedly, okay, war-torn country, okay, if they're just going into that pattern of being at war, right? Because it's like I'm at war with my fucking neighbors now. Or not that I'm at war with them, but I can't get with them people, okay? Because, okay, at first, the father let the sons clear out this one area in here with the playhouse and the children's play, whatever. I'll show you, right? Because their kids were asking Andre, right, through, you know how kids communicate, what that stuff was, right? In terms of why it's so colorful, it looks like it's made for kids. Well, it is. So I gave them $100. Okay, at first I went over with 50. One son was out, another one came out. I said, okay, fuck it, I'll give $100 to work. Right, Dad? Okay, he says, okay. So he lets the boys come, and they do a really good job, people, basically. Okay, like, and I tell them that, you've done a really good job. Like, I had them work for about 3.5 hours, okay? Because after that, after everything was cleared out, they cut the branches, moved everything that I wanted to be moved. They picked up the pine needles, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was their first time, so it was like, you know, I didn't need to drag it out, right? They got the bulk of the hard work done for me. And then I had to bring out the water hose, and they didn't need to get all ooh, right, with the water, right? Because once you get water, you get mud, right? So I let them go. Okay. So they made $100 between the two of them. Well, coming into Canada, you've only been here for a couple of months. That's probably the first time you've made any money on your own. You earned it, right? That's a good thing. That's a good thing for a teenager to have, right? And it speeded up. It helped for me, right? And then, of course, I've got this vinyl still from the little house over there, you know, asking people, offering to pay people to help me just fucking put it up, right? It's not that hard, people. I'm not looking for anything perfectionist. I told them that. You're just running it around a fucking compost pile or a compost box, or maybe you're going to run them just along the fence, you know, just to get them up off the walls of the house and move things along, right? 2 guys, it won't take very long. I got the nails, I got the hammers, got everything, okay? Got the money. I got the money to pay for it. Oh, but you know what? The mother. That's it. I think so. Honest to God, I think so, people. Because the father was happy that his sons were working. And then when they were working, there was, you know, things that had been sitting under the tree with the pine needles getting in there and stuff. And it's like stuff that I used to have when I worked with the kids. Muslims from whatever fucking country they came from. Okay? Shut up. I'm talking. Leave me alone.
Oh, I was gonna ask you what our cup is.
What?
The airport.
Not now.
Okay.
I offered a small swimming pool, first of all, with a lid. It's just a tiny little thing, but they got tiny little kids over there running around. It was enough for them just to fill it up and let the kids run through it, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay? Not doing anything in my yard right now, and if I really need one, I've got another one, right? Okay. And then there's black bucket with, you know, to hit a ball with croquet things and badmintons, and all you had to do was wash the shit because it's been sitting under a tree off to the side and the lid blew off, right? You got all these kids over there, have fun, right? The badminton, the balls, all of it. Okay, fine, whatever, no problem. You don't want it, right? Right? It's okay, I can respect that. Oh. Now they know, the father knows, and he already said, because I went and I asked, right? I have to wait for somebody that can speak English to interpret what I'm trying to say. The father already said that the sons can work another day, right? whether it's moving wood, putting up fucking vinyl, easy peasy around a compost box, or along the fence just to use it and move it, right? And what's not used will be chucked out, right? And I'm paying, so it's not like I'm taking them for granted, right? And he said, yeah, okay, $10 an hour, no problem, right? Okay. And then I go now, the weather's changed, right? There's only so many good days. They're probably going to start school, right? So, it's best if they're going to help, they should help now, right? So talked to the mom, couldn't talk though because, right? And she whatever. And then today, they're weird people, okay? First of all, the men don't want to talk to you, but they still talk to you. They got fucking psychological issues, okay? Seriously, right? You got the women, I don't know. So one man, I came in, a young person, a young boy, right? Maybe, I don't know, 12, 14 years old, 15 maybe, I don't know. Between 12 and 15. He had to talk to me because the father wouldn't talk to me. Because when I came in, I said, is there anyone in here that can speak English? Because if these boys are going to make money and they only got a small window of time to do it, the weather is good, I'm willing to pay, right? I've already said they've done a good job, right? Let's get on with it. Let them know that they can come and work when they have time, right? The man that could speak English told his son to talk to me. Okay, no problem. The kid has to learn life skills. He's learning how to communicate. It's all good. I don't mind, right? I get along with kids, right? And so, I'm trying to explain, right? What needs to be done is simple, right? Nothing fancy. I'm going to pay between $100 and $3, between $100 to $300 within the next 2 weeks for whoever wants to work at $10 an hour. Right? Doesn't have to be both. Could be one. Doesn't matter as long as somebody's helping me. Right? They already told me they don't want to help me with Mari. Not even for fucking 5 minutes. Because they're busy with their own life. Okay. Alright. No problem. Obviously you have a problem with disabled children. That's how I'm seeing it. You let Andre go over there and fucking play. But you won't even watch Amari for... Say, yeah, I tell him, he doesn't move. He can sit in his... Right, in his stroller, right, so I can work, so I can work in my yard, right? But no, okay, no problem. You're stressed out, I understand. Obviously, the daughter helps the mom because the daughter said, I don't want to do it because I'm already doing enough. Okay, no problem. The mother doesn't want to do it because she's going to go to school, right? Okay, no problem, right? So now I'm thinking, okay, well, I got the boys at least, right? Right? I get a little bit done, right? $300. I might even push it to $5, depending on what needs to be done. That's a lot of fucking money, okay? To be paying, right? To get shit done. But I'm willing to do it, right? Okay, all right. So, that the father already said, yeah, my sons can work for $10 an hour, right? He already let them do it once. I need to let them know they need to get on it now before the weather changes and before they go to school. Right? And I've got the money now. And now they're changing the fucking tune. Because mom got something going up in here. Right? Well, the men that actually speak English don't even have the fucking balls to stand there and have a conversation with you. But will move off over there and then say something, and I'm like, what? He goes, you're getting loud. I said, loud? You don't know what fucking loud is. You ain't heard nothing yet, because now they're telling me through this other boy, right, that their sons can't work. And it's not even the father. It's more like the mother, right? The women. My sons can't work. I said, oh, okay, well, where did that come from? What, you don't like me? That's what I told the kid to ask them. What, they don't like me? Is that it? What happened? It's the mother, right? It's the mother, people. I'm telling you, it's the fucking mother. Okay? So, okay. And then I'm like, okay, so what? You come to Canada, right? And what, nobody gonna work? And they're all, no, we're not allowed to work. We're not allowed to work for a year. I said, well, first of all, it's not like your kids are really working. They're teenage, and you have to remember, I'm saying this to a kid to explain it to them. Well, the man that actually speaks English is standing over there mocking me, saying, oh, you're getting loud. Well, I wonder fucking why. Who's playing fucking games here? Right? Okay, so, because I'm trying to understand this, people. Like, I'm trying to fucking understand this, right? Okay, 15 years old, 17 years old, they got a neighbor that needs a little bit of fucking help that's willing to swing them anywhere between $100 to $500 between the fucking two of them over a period of 2 fucking weeks. Right? That's a lot of money for a young person to come to Canada with no fucking money to have. Okay? And the parents are telling them they can't do it because what? Canada federal government says you're not allowed to work for a year? I said, for a year? So what are you telling me? Dad can't work for a year? Uh-huh. I said, okay, so you guys are just gonna all sit on your fucking asses for a whole fucking year. Now I'm swearing. And I'm like, welcome to the new fucking Congo. Like, seriously, people. Like, what the fuck is that? Okay? Seriously. They get everything fucking handed to them on a silver fucking platter. But you see, it gets worse than that, okay? And I don't care if they're fucking me speak English, whatever, is on the other side of the fence listening to my conversation. Or he comes across my fucking videos. But the thing is, oh God, what was I just gonna say? Oh yes, I remember. The thing is, when I had that little house over there that turned into a mutiny, there was a particular person that kind of wormed his way in, right? Slapped down a little bit of money to secure his portion of the rent so that I wasn't dealing with this revolving fucking door with everybody running their little welfare scams as they were renting the room and then evicting the, just, okay? So what I'm trying to say is he wasn't, like, I don't know where he came from. They called him Frenchie, okay? And he couldn't really speak English that well. I don't know if he was French or what the fuck he was. All I know is he was driving a little freaking maroon moped. Okay? All I know is the dude was on long-term disability. All I know is the guy was running fucking drugs in that house like a kingpin on welfare. Okay? As the government was supporting him from wherever the fuck he came from. Right? And I'm thinking, because all these people that are congregating over here are coming in with their fucking maroon mopeds, people. So what do you think is on my mind? Huh? Who's running the fucking drugs? Without Mum aware, or maybe she is and she just doesn't care. Who fucking knows? All I know is if they're teaching their kids, their boys, to not work, even as a side job helping a neighbor, right? For a little extra money for school, right? For their self-esteem, right? Right? For life skills, right? Well, might be the next generation of fucking drug dealers. Okay? Riding in on a fucking moped. Alright? Okay? Because there's some weird shit going on over there as far as I'm concerned. Alright? And it's not all, oh, we're family. I'm sure it's more something else going on besides, oh, we're all family. Yeah, okay, I know how that shit works, people. So I'm fucking livid. I'm so fucking livid because I'm not a fake, okay? I can't fake the funk. So, of course, I kind of stormed off by that time, right? Just like, you want to teach your sons to sit on their ass for a whole fucking year? And everybody else in that house? Because what? What's it going to get you? Seriously, what's it going to get them? How long do you think they're going to be satisfied with that when they know that all they have to do is hook up with that over there? Okay? So anyway, they can have that fucking garden. I don't care. Right? Andre is obviously upset because it's like I told him, you can't go over there and play Andre. Not right now. Right? You can't. And that's another thing. These guys, they come from fucking countries. Seriously, man. They come from fucking countries where their men sleep with boys. Okay? Yeah, okay. You want Andre running around with God knows who's driving in on their moped. But you won't let your sons earn a good day's wage? How does that make any sense? Now, of course, I'm probably overreacting through the whole situation here. Because I'm desperate to get some fucking help. And it's obvious that my fucking neighbors are trying to sabotage me before they even settle in. Welcome to the new Congo. That's how it fucking works, people. They come in, some of them like this. With their twisted backward fucking thinking. With their criminal activity. As they suck the tit of the taxpayer. Playing the victim. I told that woman through that kid. You go ahead and you watch me outside working. And you laugh. When I'm putting up that fucking vinyl siding by myself, right? Because for all this, what are you teaching your kids? Literally, what are you teaching your kids? And then they wonder why their kids get caught up in fucking gangs. Gangs that they bring in off the boat. So I'm just going to go about my business, do what I need to fucking do and get it over with. Because I know that once I get it over with, I'm going to make myself some really good fish chowder. And actually, I don't eat fucking fish chowder, but just with thinking the way I'm going about things and why I'm doing it, I'm actually looking forward to it. Right? I don't want to buy any more canned fish. I have enough. Doing your own canning is better. It lasts longer. And even if the lid oxidizes underneath, doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It just means that the lid is oxidized. Outside of that, everything else is glass. So now I'm the bitch in the neighborhood, right? You know that, eh? Right? So that's what's going on. So April, you're just gonna have to hang fucking tough, okay? Because I'm like just swamped with shit right now and I'm so tired you don't know. Oh, I found a beautiful little doll for your daughter. I think I left it downstairs, though. It's like a little doll, right? I don't know where it is. I had it in my hand. I have to go. I think I left it downstairs. It's a collector's doll. It's got really nice, beautiful hair. And Lucy, I'm thinking just to take a bloody pot with a freaking, what is that called? Walnut tree in it and just put it in a bag and put it in the mail. You can take it in the pot, right? And then just leave it. And it will just go dormant for winter and then you can transplant it in the spring. Versus pulling it out and trying to send it out that way. I think it's just better if I just find a, one that's like, I don't know. I don't get outside that much. Not as much as I should. Right? go away from me. I'm mad.
What's
Seriously, just go away from me. I'm mad.
Yeah,
I gotta
I'll
be
go
doing
my
this till
bike
2
away,
o'clock in the morning, and I'm already mad.
Okay, I'm gonna go put my bike away.
Yeah, you do that in the stroller, okay? Okay? I have to do these apples and this stuff. I don't want to. I'm not really up for it this year, but I have to. Okay, I'd probably upload this as is. Right? We know how this goes. I'll just show you the end result. Just get it off my chest. Fuck, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. That house has always been a fucking shack, man. Always. To some degree. And it seems like, to me, it feels like it's the same kind of shit. To me, it feels that way. People, just because of the type of people I'm fucking dealing with, right? And what I'm seeing.